Never before has a new world order had to be assembled from so many different perceptions or on so global a scale. Nor has any previous order had to combine the attributes of the historic balance of power system with global democratic opinion and the exploding technology of the contemporary period.
And I strongly believe India will be a central actor in the new world order.
There also exists an extraordinary opportunity to form for the first time in history a truly global society.
2009 is also the first year of global governance with the establishment of the G20 in the middle of the financial crisis. The climate conference in Copenhagen is another step towards the global management of our planet.
New World Order is the headline in the Globe and Mail in Canada.
Is this global governance at last? Is it one world, the central bankers in charge? But aren't we all just living and dying for what the central banks do?
Of course we are. We are absolutely slaves to central banks.
My name is Alex Jones. Most of you know me from my syndicated radio program and my documentary films, as well as INFOWARS Nightly News. When I got on air 20 years ago, I had discovered the globalist program, their plan to take over the world, and my focus went from running 6 miles every other day, swimming 2-3 miles a couple times a week, and lifting weights to focusing on fighting the globalist. I've gone from 279 pounds all the way down to 235 pounds, and the weight's going off even faster. Super Male Vitality, Survival Shield X2 Nascent Iodine, and Oxy Powder. Those 3 products of the entire family of InfoWarsLife.com products are the most important from my own personal experience. And it wasn't just that my weight loss accelerated. My muscle mass increased. My stamina, my energy levels exploded. Now is the time to take action. Start your journey today with the Alex Challenge Pack. It's the trifecta of change. Secure yours today and get free shipping for a limited time at InfoWarsLife.com or 888-253-3139.
It's called an IMSI catcher, or stingray, a fake cell phone tower that sends your cell phone signal to it rather than a real cell phone tower, netting suspected criminals and innocents alike to pinpoint their location.
This is not about the content of people's communications or collecting every number that they dial, right? To me, it's about we are using some equipment, appropriately in my view, to find bad guys. I don't want to say too much about that because I don't want the bad guys to know, right, how we might be able to find them. And so one of the reasons that we ask local authorities who are working with us and using our equipment not to talk about it. It's not because I got something to hide from good people. I got a lot to hide from bad people.
The FBI has bent over backwards to keep their public awareness secret. The provisions required by local and state police are straight out of a George Orwell novel. Police are not allowed to talk about the technology in press releases and court documents during judicial hearings or during other public forums or proceedings. If a district prosecutor intends to use details about how the stingray works during a court case, police must alert the FBI in order to allow sufficient time for the FBI to intervene to protect the equipment, technology, and information from disclosure and potential compromise. If the agency receives a court order demanding release of the information, the agency must notify the FBI in order to allow sufficient time for the FBI to intervene. If the agency receives a FOIA request seeking information about the stingrays, it must alert the FBI to allow sufficient time for the FBI to seek to prevent disclosure through appropriate channels. A dystopian tug of war caused the FBI to have cases thrown out to protect the technology. 2012, Buffalo, New York, Judge Patrick H. Niemoyer detailed against the FBI's orders how a deal was struck between the FBI and the Erie County Sheriff's Office to drop criminal charges rather than reveal any information concerning the cell site simulator or its use. The record showed that of the 47 times the Sheriff's Office used stingrays in the past 4 years, it apparently only once obtained a court order, contradicting the Sheriff's own remarks. Stingrays are an advanced surveillance technology that can sweep up very private information, including information on innocent people, said NYCLU Western Region Director John Kerr III. If the FBI can command the sheriff's office to dismiss criminal cases to protect its secret stingrays, it is not clear how the $350,000 we are spending on stingray equipment is keeping the people of Buffalo safe.
They were more dedicated to the lawless, unconstitutional violation of civil liberties by spying on people without getting search warrants than they were to developing legitimate intelligence which would help secure our freedom or our safety.
These records confirm some of the very worst fears about local law enforcement's use of this expensive and intrusive surveillance equipment, said NYCLU staff attorney Mariko Haros. Not only did the sheriff's office promise the FBI breathtaking secrecy to keep information about stingrays as hidden as possible, it implemented almost no privacy protections for the Erie County residents it is sworn to protect and serve. It was revealed last year that the federal government is using dirt box devices similar to the Stingray device to collect data on the unsuspecting population. The ACLU has identified 50 agencies in 21 states and the District of Columbia that own stingrays.
Charlotte is one of the few cities that actually has stingrays, and we do see some pretty substantial Fourth Amendment concerns with stingrays. We know that they're collecting at least location information, but there could be more information that they're collecting, and I think that we really need to see again, that warrant requirement.
In a letter to Homeland Security Chief Jay Johnson and Attorney General Eric Holder, Senators Chuck Grassley, Republican of Iowa, and Patrick Leahy, Democrat of Vermont, expressed their concern that no search warrants are obtained when FBI agents use the devices in public. Police scanner audio obtained by the hacktivist group Anonymous appeared to reveal that the Chicago police were using a stingray to intercept phone calls from an Eric Garner protester. Police departments are now lobbying to get the more powerful $460,000 4G cell phone upgrade known as Hailstorm. Blocking the current 2G stingray technology requires you to find the device information in your phone known as WCDMA Preferred. Change that to WCDMA only, and the stingray can't track you. It's open season on our privacy and Fourth Amendment rights, and we're all paying for it.
We have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order, a world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations. When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order, an order in which a credible United Nations can use its peacekeeping role to fulfill the promise and vision of the UN's founders.
John Bound for INFOWARS.com.
The knowledge of the ancients, tried and true, trusted herbs and extracts fused with the latest nutraceutical science. Introducing the all-new Ancient Defense Herbal Immunity Blend, crafted with over 14 key ancient herbs and extracts to supercharge and prepare your body for what experts admit is the most dangerous season of the year. We have rejected hundreds of other formulations in our quest to bring you what is simply the most powerful and comprehensive proprietary formula that we have ever created in the realm of herbal immunity. For the last 2 years, our team has been working with top doctors, nutritionists, and chemists to develop the ultimate nutraceutical formulation. Experience the benefits of combining over 14 ancient herbs and extracts with exciting new advances in nutraceutical science. For a limited time, get 25% off on this introductory offer. Visit ancientdefense.com or call 888-253-3139. ancientdefense.com.
Do you remember the good old days when you could have a lemonade stand without having a permit? Back when you could play with water guns and BB guns without being kicked out of school. A time before, former surgeon generals wanted to teach your children how to masturbate. Well, those days are long gone because this is not the Twilight Zone, but this is the year 2015. And in the year 2015, if you want to build a box fort in your front yard, that's not okay. Big Brother does not give you the approval to do such actions. And now our children are falling victim to this. And now we have Rex Jones and Morgan Dew, the children of Alex and Rob Dew, respectively, who are going to tell you what it's like to be a child in today's day and age.
Morgan, come over here. Check this out. Look, I'm gonna feed you some GMOs. I am Cheney. Man, look at all this cool stuff, man. What do you think is cool? It's like, I like that over there, but that's okay. I like that thing. Found it. We have found it.
I'm for more war and more taxes.
Well, I'm for even more war and even more taxes. Well, I'm the party for the people.
No, I'm the party for the people.
What you were just watching was an example of kids running free and playing without any adult supervision. But what we have today is a now criminalized war on childhood. Now, to help you understand how vast the war on childhood really is, I have my friend here. His name is Morgan, and he's going to help me go over and explain some of the recent articles in the world today on how this is being implemented by governments worldwide. Morgan?
So, the first article we have is by Countercurrent News, and it's city forcing a family to destroy a completely awesome cardboard fort. This family in Utah, their dad made this cardboard fort, and then the city government comes and says, you have to tear this down. It's illegal.
And how fast was the notice?
He had it up, and then the city government came and said, you have 15 days to take this down or else. It actually says this right here.
But the city of Ogden has their own name for this curbside chateau.
That we had garbage in our yard. Specifically cited are a large pile of boxes.
This notice arrived from the city telling the Trentlemans to take the fort down or face a fine. If they fail to pay,
they can also file criminal charges against us and levy the fines as a lien against the house. So they're not playing.
So I would like to just explain like how awesome this looks. I mean, it's a castle, it's got trapdoors, slides, it's insanely awesome.
That's not really important to the American viewer, is it? Now, how dangerous was it? Did it have machine guns? Did it have anti-tank missiles?
No.
Did it have a flamethrower?
No.
That is terrifying. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a terror fort.
An Ogden family's outside-of-the-box idea of fun has rallied support from around the world.
Messages from people in other countries and so forth trying to support us and offering to pay the fines and all that kind of silliness.
The notice from the city of Ogden said the family had 15 days to clean this up. They have just over a week left, and they plan to enjoy that time and let all the neighborhood kids play in it.
Here's what the father had to say. He said, I just thought it was an awesome way to use boxes in my kids' imagination.
Wait, hold up. Don't read it anymore. Wait, did he just say thought and imagination?
Yes.
In America, you're not supposed to think anymore. I mean, we have McDonald's to do that for you.
I'm not loving it.
All jokes aside, it's not really funny. They're banning running in the UK. This article says, primary school bans children from running in the playground over health and safety fears. Now, I know this sounds insane, but it's actually going on. A primary school has banned children from running in the playground, it was claimed today. The school says children have been told to stop playing a particular chasing game. Ooh, I wonder if it was tag.
Well, they actually have been tag in New Hampshire.
What?
Yes. The superintendent said that we cannot have any contact with other kids. No hugging, no tag, no anything. No handshakes, nothing.
That's right, Morgan, but they haven't just banned running, they've also banned balls. In New York, ball throwing has become a criminal activity, as this article claims. New York school bans balls at recess, cracks down on tag games over safety fears. Doesn't this sound like New Hampshire?
Yep.
Tossing a football during recess seemed to be a rite of passage for kids in this school community until now.
I think we need like our soccer balls, the footballs and everything, you know.
Students at Weber Middle School in Port Washington were just informed that during recess, football is out. Hard soccer balls have been banned, along with baseballs and lacrosse balls, even rough games of tag or cartwheels unless supervised by a coach.
A rash of playground injuries has prompted one Long Island, New York school to ban balls. and to require teacher supervisions for games like tag. Some of these injuries can unintentionally become very serious, so